Hello, today I'm going to be taking you through a quick flow to help with low back pain. So often our low back pain is connected to so much else, and then it creates a lot of other problems in our body. I had chronic low back pain before I found the practice of yoga, and this has changed my life. So I want to share it with you. So let's get started. We're going to start by foam rolling. So why foam roll? Foam rolling is amazing. One of the things that I recommend every single person does when they wake up in the morning. Our fascia is through from head to toe, and it wraps around everything in our bodies. And when we sleep, we're not moving, so it tightens. So what the foam roll does is it helps us to break up that fascia and create movement. So I like to start with the foam roll. I like to start with a foam roller under my bum. So a lot of times we have a tight psoas, and that's pulling and creating a lot of pain in the low back. So also with foam rolling, you want to go as slow as you possibly can to get deeper into the fascia. So we'll just start by slowly rolling from the bum to that low back. If there's anywhere that feels extra tender, you can go slower on that part. Just really check in with your body. How does it feel? What are the sensations that are coming up as you foam roll? And feeling free to go slower over those spots that maybe feel a little bit more tender. Then we're slowly going to make our way down the back. You can go as slowly as you want. My intention with this video is for it to be a little bit quicker for people who don't have tons of time. Again, stopping anywhere that feels a little bit tighter, that needs a little extra love. Do not forget to breathe as you are doing this. Sometimes when we get in more challenging positions, we forget to breathe. And your breath is such an incredible tool to help you get through anything that is uncomfortable. So don't forget to breathe, and then do your best to soften your jaw, your face. So now we've done the back, we're going to flip over and do the quads. So different option here for you. You can get onto the foam roll with both of your thighs, and you can just go very slowly like this. Or if you're feeling like, I want it to be deeper, I'm not getting as much, sensation as I would like into those quads. And when we have really tight quads, that also pulls on the low back. All of these muscles are can contribute to low back pain. So if you want more, we're just going to shift over so that one thigh is on the foam roll and then your knee is out to the side. So we're really just targeting all that body weight is going into the one thigh. I have been foam rolling for over a decade now, and it is just such a game changer. I recommend it to all of my clients. Again, it's like one of the best things you can do for yourself in the morning right after you wake up. And stopping anywhere you feel tender, it needs a little extra love. Now we're going to come over on to the side of the leg. So we are getting the IT band and that side of your quad. Oftentimes we can have really tight IT bands, and this can also contribute to low back pain. Again, going as slow as you can. We also, while you're here, you want to engage that core. So we're stable. Having a strong core is really going to help alleviate low back pain as well. And we'll get into some things later on that will help us with that. And we're going to switch sides. And reminder to go as slow as you can. Get maximum benefits. Strong core holding you up. Do not forget to breathe. All right. So next we are going to grab a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, you can use a tie, anything that's long that you can use to do these stretches. So this is going to help with the low back because we are going to be stretching out all of those areas that's pulling on the low back. So we're going to come on to our backs. We'll inhale that right leg up. So I want you to look at your hips, make sure that they are squared. And we're not pulling or tugging or trying to get this as close to us as possible. You're just giving your body the space and time for that hamstring to stretch. When we give our body time and space, it's amazing what happens. Maybe we start here, but we end up much, much closer and we have more flexibility than when we started. I want your shoulders to be soft. If it's easier, you can loop the strap around your hands, but we really don't want to be straining anywhere. A lot of times, really tight hamstrings can also play a big role in your back pain. Everything is connected. Tight hamstrings can pull on that whole area, causing lordosis or an excessive curve in your low back, which often creates pain. After you're here for a little bit, we're going to slowly lower the leg out to the side. Again, we're not pulling, we're not tugging, we're not trying to get it anywhere it does not want to go. Again, check in, soften your face, your jaw, your shoulders. If you need to loop the strap around your hands to help with the grip, you can do that as well. We're getting that inner thigh. Want to check in with that left hip. Oftentimes when we do this, there is a tendency for this hip to pop up like so. So we just want to make sure that hip stays grounded. We'll inhale, come back through center, and we'll exhale, dropping the leg over the body. So we're getting that outside of the leg with this stretch here. Sometimes you can even feel it into that outer hip and the low back. Again, soften the face, the jaw, the shoulders. You're not pulling or tugging on your leg, you're just letting it be where it is while having a nice stretch. We'll inhale back through center. We're going to bring that left foot up to meet the right, and then we'll extend the right leg down. Maybe notice if there is a difference in flexibility on this side versus the right. Then we just want to check in, make sure those hips are squared. The foot is flexed. Soften your jaw, your shoulders. You can close your eyes if you would like. Nice, steady, even breath. We'll bring the strap into the right hand. Slowly lower out to the left side. Again, we're going to check in with that hip, make sure it didn't pop up. We want to be grounded as we stretch. And the goal here is just to create space, flexibility in this part of the body to help with that lower back pain. It doesn't have to look a certain way. Your leg could be here, it could be here, it could be on the ground. Everyone's body is different. There's no like perfect. There's just you being with your body, being present, being gentle, kind, and compassionate to yourself. We'll inhale back to center. You can switch your grip if you need. And we'll exhale slowly, lowering, crossing that leg, left leg over to the right side. You want that hip to stay grounded as well as you cross over here. Soften your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Slowly inhale back through center. We'll drop that strap. We'll draw our knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. You can take any rocking movements that feel good to you. We're going to make our way to a seat and then come over and find our child's pose. So child's pose, you have options to have your knees together or you can have them out wide. So I want you to try different widths and see what feels best for you in your body. So then you're going to walk your hands out in front of you. You can rest your forehead on the mat and take it out wider. Yep. Find what's right for you, for your body. Engage your low belly, drawing your navel into your spine. Find length from your tailbone through the crown of your head and your fingertips. Really engaging your core, pressing down with that tailbone. We'll inhale, slowly walk your hands out to the right side. Make sure this hip didn't pop up when we go out to the side. It has a tendency to pop up, so make sure you are level right there. Through the side body, feel a nice stretch. Inhale, coming back to center, pause briefly. As we exhale, we'll walk the hands out to the left side, stretching that right side body. And check in, make sure that hip didn't pop out. Inhale, slowly come back through center, and then we're going to make our way into tabletop. So knees are underneath your hips, wrists are underneath your shoulders. As we inhale, belly drops brought in through your collarbones. Inhale, round your spine. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round. Press your palms into the earth, the tops of your feet. Continue your cat-cow with your own cycle of breath. Option to close your eyes here. Also, option to take any movements with the hips, the shoulders that feel good to you. Really great way to practice embodiment and listening to your body here. How does your body want to move? What feels good for your body? What is it calling out for? What movement feels yummy to you? We'll make our way back to a neutral spine, back to that tabletop. We'll inhale, our right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, we'll thread it through. Shoulder comes to the mat, cheek comes to the mat. Your left hand can stay here if that feels good to you, or you can lift it up, bend that elbow, place it on your low back. Again, there's no right or wrong. There's only what feels good to you. We often hold tension in our shoulders, so this is an excellent way to release that tension. We'll inhale, press into the left palm, reach that right arm back to the sky, take up space. We'll exhale back to tabletop. We'll inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it through. Shoulder comes to the mat. Side of the face is gently resting. An option for your right hand to stay where it is, or inhale, reach it to the sky, bend that elbow, place it on your low back. Soften your face, your jaw. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, the left arm reaches back to the sky. Exhale, coming back to that tabletop position. Notice the impact of your practice so far on your body. And we're going to slowly lower all the way down to our stomach. Our hands will come out in front of us. So elbows are underneath the shoulders and your fingertips are spread wide. And your middle finger is aligned with the elbows. You're going to engage the low belly, press the tops of the feet in to the mat so your quads are engaged, your kneecaps might lift off of the floor. As we inhale, we'll come up into our Sphinx pose. So long line of energy from the toes all the way through the crown of your spine. There should be no compression in the back, in the spine, anywhere. So it's about creating length. It's not about getting yourself up higher. So quads engaged, top of the feet pressed into the mat. The neck is long, gazing straight out in front of you. Low belly is engaged. So here we're strengthening the core, the quads. We're opening up our shoulders. All wonderful things for helping with our low back pain. We'll exhale, slowly come down. You can rest your cheek on one side. Allow yourself to completely let go here. Right, we're going to come back up. I'm going to do Shalabhasana locust pose. So there's a couple different variations, options here for you. So we want a strong core. So really engage that low belly, draw your navel into your spine. Then we're going to slowly lift our chest and our feet off of the mat. So quads are engaged, toes are pointed. You can have your hands back here, or if you want more of a challenge, you can have them straight out in front of you. You can also bend the elbows and have them to your sides. Do not forget to breathe. So we're strengthening this part of the low back, the core. So we want to strengthen and stabilize the core and the back all the way around our torso. We'll exhale, come down, rest. Allow yourself to be completely supported. Let go of any effort. If you want, you can wiggle your legs, your arms. Give yourself credit. Holding that posture is not easy. We'll inhale our head back through center, and we're going to come back in to that Shalabhasana. Engage the core, the back, the shoulders. Again, we want to be creating space and length in the spine rather than getting up higher. We want to be lengthened. We don't want to have any compression in the spine. Exhale, lower. You can lower to the other cheek if that feels good to you. Again, completely rest here. Let go of any effort. If you want to wiggle your hips, your legs, feel free. Head comes back through center. You're going to press back into a yummy child's pose. And spread your fingers wide. As we inhale, we'll tuck the toes underneath us. And slowly lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Feel free, bend one knee, straighten the other. Pedal out your dog. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. We'll inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through, finding a lunge. So knee is tracking right over your ankle. So option here to stay where you are or drop the back knee. Again, there's no right or wrong here. As we exhale, we'll straighten the front leg. As we inhale, we'll rebend, finding that lunge. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, lengthen. So we want to make sure our hips are squared to the front of the mat. don't want to have any kind of twist. Follow with your own rhythm of breath, going as quickly or as slowly as you like. If you stayed in high lunge, it would just look like this. Come back to our lunge. Plant your hands on each side of your foot and step back plank. Option for your plank to stay in high plank, or you can come down to your forearms for low plank, in whatever is best for you. Draw your navel into your spine, engage your quads. Again, that long line of energy back from the heels all the way through the crown of your head. We want a nice strong core to help with that low back pain. We'll drop the knees, press back, child's pose. We'll spread the fingers wide. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Get an option to drop that knee. We'll exhale, straighten, again checking in, making sure those hips are squared to the mat so your hip bones are pointing forward. Inhale, lunge, exhale, straighten. Again, go as quickly or as slowly as you would like, following your own cycle of breath. You notice the difference between one side and the other. We'll meet back in that lunge. Hands are on each side of your left foot. Engage the low belly, step back plank. Again, option to take low plank if you prefer. Make sure your hips aren't dipping. We engage the quads, the low belly. Don't forget to breathe. Soften your jaw, your face, and drop those knees, press back. Child's pose. You earned it. Find your breath, your peace here. Slowly walk our hands back towards our knees. We're going to come on to our butte. So really ground your sits bones. Find length through the spine. The soles of the feet are on your mat. Your knees are bent. Again, we want to build that core to help strengthen and release and ease the pain of the low back. So we want to maintain a long spine. So hands come out in front of you. We'll slowly lift our legs, coming in to our boat pose. So really engage that low belly. Make sure you're not rounding like this. Want to have nice length in our spine. It's okay if you wobble, if you shake. You can have your hands in prayer if you would like. And don't forget to breathe. We'll exhale, lower. Give your knees a nice hug. And take any rocking movement that feels good to you. And we are going to make our way back to downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, right leg to the sky. As we exhale, we are going to bring the shin through. The left leg is straight back in front of you. So we're setting up for pigeon pose. So we want to have your shin as parallel to the mat as possible. Spine is lengthened, hips are squared. Inhale, find length. As you exhale, you can slowly come down. If this is not a great option for you, if this creates a lot of pain, you can roll over onto your back and do a reclined pigeon instead. So you'll come onto your back, the soles of your feet are here. We'll bring the heel of the right foot onto the left thigh. This might be enough for you right here. If you feel like you would like more, you can pick up the left foot, interlace your hands behind your left leg, and then you can lay back down. So wherever you are is perfect. Lots and lots of options. One is not better than the other. If we opted for the reclined pigeon, we'll slowly lower the left foot down back to the ground. We'll have the right foot meet the left. Pick up the left foot, place the left ankle on the right thigh. Option to stay there, or bring your hand behind you, your thigh. If you were in pigeon pose, we'll slowly walk the hands back towards you. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, lift back to three-legged pigeon. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale. Bring that shin as close to parallel. Hips are squared to the front of your mat. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, slowly come down. If you opted for that regular pigeon, we'll slowly walk the hands back, find that length in the spine, tuck the toes, slowly lift, find that three-legged dog, exhale, downward facing dog, exhale, drop your knees, press back, child's pose. If you had opted for the reclined pigeon, we'll bring that left foot down to the mat, and we will turn back over and make our way to child's pose. And scan your body, notice the impact of your practice. Notice the space that you have created. We'll inhale, slowly coming back up. Come on to the back. We'll slowly walk our hands back behind us. Extend our legs straight out in front of us. Arms can come to the sides. You can have your hand one on your heart, one on your belly if you prefer. Palms can be face up or face down. Find your most comfortable Shavasana, your final resting pose. Another option you have, especially for the low back pain, is to come to the wall. You can bring your mat all the way to the wall. We're going to get our hips as close to the wall as possible, and we're going to slowly come down, and then we'll rotate the hips, legs come up. Arms can be out to the side or one on the belly, one on the chest. And just scan your body, close your eyes, let go of any effort. Allow yourself to be completely supported here. If thoughts arise, simply acknowledge them and let them go. If we opted for legs up the wall, we'll slowly bend the knees towards the chest and slowly rotating to the side. You can use your bicep as a pillow. And we'll slowly press our way up to a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. If you opted for a traditional Shavasana, kind of draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice hug. Slowly rolling onto one side, using your bicep as a pillow. And we'll slowly make our way to a comfortable seat. Hands come to heart center. Send yourself love, compassion, self-acceptance. Thank yourself for devoting this time for you, for your practice, to improve the low back pain. Give yourself credit for showing up, for doing the work to help naturally, drug-free way to help with your low back pain. I hope that you found this helpful and that you are feeling wonderful and that you have gotten the same benefits I have gotten over the last decade from this practice. Thank you so much. The light in me bows and salutes to the light that is also in you. Namaste. If you enjoyed this class, please hit like, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know how you're feeling after taking this class. I'll see you next time.